Life is a mystery, and so am I. Welcome to my channel, a place where real horror comes to life. Here, every whisper, every shadow hides a true experience from someone like you. If you enjoy the unknown, like this video, subscribe and ring the bell so the darkness can always find you again. And if you have a story the world needs to hear, send it to my email below. Now, turn off the lights and let's begin. Being this my very first video, I think it only makes sense to start by telling my own stories. After all, none of you know who I am yet. Hello, I'm the Reddish girl. I used to be a complete skeptic when it comes to paranormal, ghosts, demons, curses. I thought all of that belonged in movies and nightmares, nothing more. At least, that's what I believed in until the early years of my teenage life. Why did everything change? You're probably wondering that right now. Well, let's just say that once you come face to face with something you can't explain, you never sleep the same way again. It all started because of the glass game. I remember the very first time I played it. It happened at school. I know, kind of weird. Our science teacher was absent for some reason that I don't recall. Or maybe we simply found a way into the classroom. I'm not really sure. It was very long ago. There were 4 of us, if my memory is correct, 4 or 5. We shut every window blind because the room was on the ground floor and we didn't want anyone to know what we were doing. For those who don't know, the glass game is basically a homemade Ouija board. None of us had money to buy one, and asking our parents for something like that was impossible. They'll think we're crazy and tell us no, obviously. So we wrote the alphabet on a large sheet of paper and used a simple glass cup, turned upside down. We didn't actually touch it. Our fingertips hovered just a breath above its surface. We started asking questions, but nothing happened at first. That's when we began to make jokes, laughing at how silly the whole thing was. Until it moved, just slightly. We all immediately accused each other of pushing it, but none of us did it. And deep down, we all knew it. Then the cup began to vibrate. Yeah, vibrate. We were just kids, terrified, and instantly regretted everything. We wanted to stop the game right away, to close whatever door we had opened. But the moment we said it out loud, the cup flew across the room, smashing itself against the wall. We ran, heart racing, breath gone, mind spinning. How could something like that happen? Did spirits really exist? We never spoke about it again. Not until 4 years later, when I played the glass game for the second time and final time. But before I tell you what happened next, let me ask you, Would you have run? Do you think one of us was lying? Or do you believe something was really waiting for us in that dark classroom? 4 years later, this time things were very different. One of my friends believed in the paranormal, and after what happened the first time, so did I. One afternoon during high school lunch, we were talking about the glass game again. She said she had never played it before, but she was curious. And I, being completely foolish, thought it would be a great idea to try it at my house. Yes, I know. Not my smartest decision. That same day, we walked to my place after lunch. It was a Friday, and we didn't have classes in the afternoon. My mother was at work, my brother at university, and my house was, empty. It was also closest to the school than her house. It felt harmless, even convenient. We sat together in the dining room of my house, just the two of us. And like before, we created our own board by hand. Letters written on a paper and a single glass cup. We started playing. We waited and waited. 1 hour, maybe 2, but nothing happened. No voices, no movement, no vibrations, just silence. So we stopped. But here's the disturbing part. To this day, I can't remember if we closed the game properly. I don't know if we ended it, or if we left a door wide open, because from that moment on, my life changed. Everything that followed, every terrifying experience I lived through, I can trace it all back to that day. And trust me when I say this, even if nothing happens during the game, it doesn't mean you're safe. Sometimes that moment is only the beginning. So please, don't mess with these games. Don't invite things in that you don't understand into your life. Because once they come in, they don't always leave. This next story doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my brother. I wasn't there. I was too young. He still talks about it till this day. And the fear in his voice has never changed. Many years ago, when our parents were still together, they had a group of friends, adults, who also had kids, older kids, teenagers. My brother was around 11 or 12, 4 years older than me, so I wasn't included that night. After a birthday party for one of the teens, they all decided to go down into the basement to play the Ouija board. There must have been around 20 of them, a crowd. And my brother was the youngest of all. He told me what happened like he was reliving it. Every detail burned into his memory. The basement had an old chalkboard on the wall. They began to ask questions to the board, waiting for a sign, for a movement, until suddenly it answered, but not on the paper, not through the glass. The chalk began to write on its own. Letters scraping their way across the board, one by one, forming a message. Their grandmother was going to die very soon. Shock, terror, disbelief. They all backed away, eyes wide, frozen. Then panic took over. Nearly 20 teenagers and one terrified 12-year-old, running up the stairs, crying, screaming, desperate to get away from wherever they had awakened. My brother never forgot what he saw. To this day, he has no explanation, no comfort, only questions that haunt him. And here's the most chilling part. 2 weeks later, the grandmother passed away, exactly as the board had written. So tell me, how could a board know who or what was holding the chalk? Was it warning them or claiming her? Sometimes the dead try to speak, but not every message is meant to be heard. Once again, guys, subscribe if you want to listen to more stories. Mwah.